Okay, finally! Amazingly, that didn't take as long as the other time that I did this, but that still took way too long. I feel like I used to know how to do that, or maybe I just got lucky. Because most of the other times that I've played this game and gotten to this point, I've beaten it with absolutely no trouble, just in an instant. So we got the iron boots. They are actually iron boots this time. Unlike Ocarina, where they're just kind of boots with iron on them. You can't tell anyone about these boots, especially not Renato. I will be sure to wear them directly in front of Renato once I get back. Just to spite you for that overly long battle. Where I got to punch your flab a bunch of times. I'll cut back the return trip. Looks like something might be happening. Sounds like something might be happening. Something, kind of bad. Get out of the way, you two. Talo's doing a great job. Beth, you're kind of paralyzed. Surely you can have common sense for a moment, even in a time like this. I would think especially in a time like this. And Colin saves the day, sort of. That seems like kind of an ineffectual maneuver. Yeah, that didn't end so well for him. Love this part. Very clever use of masks. And we are here to save the day. We are super angry. How dare you tease the kid that gets teased by everyone else? And now we get a dramatic horseback battle. We could probably get off our horse right now and do other things. But, no, I'm gonna keep the action going. Want to pay proper respect to the game. Even though I've been making fun of it this whole time. They really tied him up fast. While on a horse. That's impressive. I'm not even mad at you. That's impressive. We've beaten up one fat guy today. I guess one more can't hurt. Or... well, I guess they're not fat. I was gonna say dozens more. And on that note, I should probably say I don't like fat-shaming people, but I do like fat jokes. So I'm a little bit conflicted in that regard. Hey, we're getting shot at. Thankfully they are stormtrooper-like aimers. Is that a word? Aimers? They miss a lot. That's what I was trying to say. Especially in the toilet. This game makes clever use of music. It always changes the music a little bit whenever you're closer to doing something. Whenever you get close to this guy, there's another layer of instruments. Yeah, that flute that keeps going do-do-do, do-do-do. When are you gonna go down, sir? It's not easy being green, I know, but, we're both green. I think you can handle it. At least I'm wearing green clothes. Someone in a different generation called me Grasshopper. The way that he was kind of limply riding on his boar for a moment there reminded me of a story that, my world literature teacher told us in class. Basically, this story was that he found some guy that he met over the summer who said something about how he buys beer. He doesn't buy a car, because whenever you're in a car, then they can take away your driver's license, or they can pull you over or something. But if you're inebriated and riding a horse, then first of all, you can sleep on the horse, and secondly, no one pulls you over, and thirdly, the horse knows the way home. So it's just the best setup for getting drunk. Not that I ever plan on getting drunk. I am 21 now, but it's just never really appealed to me. Now if we can get this one-on-one battle on the road, just gotta fake him out at the last moment and do a spin attack. And then do that again. Hey, there's no of those owl statues. See on the left there? Nice owl statue. They will eventually come into play. And you're not going to know where all of them are because you can't see them all for a while. Take that, Shrek. Your swamp is mine now. I've used the word dramatic to describe a few different things in this game so far, but that one shot there is like the most overly dramatic thing. That's like the kind of thing, that heroic pose that you would expect after beating the final boss, but it's just kind of here near the start of the game, after... We haven't even gotten to the second dungeon yet, and there are 9 of them. I'm sorry for shoving you? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Colin? So selfless. If she didn't forgive him, that would be the most insensitive thing ever. Like how he makes a fist in a moment. He wasn't talking about strength like being physically strong. He was talking about being internally strong, although both help. Link is a little bit of both. Just a little. You can do everything, or anything. That's a message that you can send anyone. Link can just do more of everything because he, kind of is the only one who can, given that he's the hero and all. Thanks for looking after Colin, Renato. And after this, it's a little weird because Colin is, like, bedridden for a while, even though I don't think anything has really... I don't think he's injured. There's no evidence to suggest that he's really injured. Maybe his foot hurt or something, but the game doesn't point out that his legs are broken or anything. All you really see is he's tired and then he faints. And that's about it. Let me try to visit him in the inn. In the inn. The in, the out, the all about. But yeah, he's bedridden, and he's treated like he's sick. He's not even treated like he has any injuries like bruises or anything. He's just straight up being treated like he has a cold. Wiping him with paper. Be common here. Why did he just yell at them? They didn't seem to do anything. Although I believe the game, maybe the manual, says something about Luda and Beth both having the hots for Colin. I'm sure that's not the exact terminology they use, but basically they're both attracted to him, but despite him being like a 10-year-old. young love, or the illusion of love, or a different kind of love. I mean, not all love is the same. Now Mallow has his own shop. Mallow he just has his own shop. Mallow Mart. It's a full chain, except this is the only thing in the chain so far, the only store, but it's gonna grow as time goes on. Oh yeah, I forgot, I guess this game technically has 3 shields. If the one that you have burns up, then you can get another wooden shield, but once the one that you have burns up, then you can't get another one like it ever again. Still, the other wooden shield that you get it behaves the same way. It's just a shield that burns up if it's near fire for too long. Or something. I would really like to get the other shield before the next dungeon. But, I would need to get, I guess, 21 more rupees. Which shouldn't take too long, but it might take a little bit long if I decide to do it on camera. Oh well, I'll head up the mountain for now. Maybe I don't need the shield yet. It would just be most useful before the next dungeon, but since I don't have the money, I'm not going to waste time with it. Even though I keep wasting time by going the wrong way. Should have gotten the horse. That's Barnes' Bomb Shop again. Has a nice kaboom effect on the sign. Pretty sure we can't buy anything there yet. But after this dungeon, I think you can. No, I know you can because you need bombs to enter another area. Here's the impassable wall. With the Goron that's being impassable. I'm gonna climb up this ladder that's broken. Just to show that it is not impassable. I'm climbing up the thing that shouldn't be climbed. Guess we should get out those iron boots. Oh yeah, I forgot to show them in front of Renato's face. I should have done that, but I didn't think about it at the time. I was too distracted by saving a child from an ancient beast. Whoa-ho! You are back again? You will never pass. You cannot hope to match our brute force. Even though for some reason your arms get stronger whenever your feet have iron on them. What a weird yell to have an echo effect on. Because walking with the iron boots takes forever, let's take them off for a while, and then immediately put them back on again, because Link is a master at changing his clothes. You can put on shoes, or boots in this case, in a moment's notice. I would think that boots are harder to put on than shoes. I've never put on boots before, as far as I remember. Just never had a reason to. But they just seem like they would be more difficult to put on than normal shoes. Except, well, normal shoes you tie up. But if you're anything like me, you just have your shoes already tied at all times, and you just slip them on, and maybe tighten up the laces a little bit. I very rarely actually tie my shoes. But I do remember that I didn't end up tying my shoes or learning how to until I was about 10. I just distinctly remember going through all of my single-digit days not knowing, because I never felt like there was a need to, and I still don't feel like there's much of a need to, so there's that. I also know that there's a TED Talk on the right way to tie your shoes. It's basically the same thing as normal, but you do a loop the other way. And it makes it tighter and it makes it look better, but I don't remember it. It's not important enough to me to memorize, even though it's incredibly simple. Now this game is going to teach us something, just like Super Metroid does, by showing it to you, with no button commands or anything. Which I kind of like. I like when games teach you things without a tutorial. Sometimes by having someone else do it for you. Although sometimes, if a game is complicated enough, or if it has something that's just not innovative right away, then the tutorial's kind of necessary. Good thing we didn't get hit by that meteor. I've never seen a meteor shower meatier than this. Another Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs reference.